Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing the game or looking at the game Meet Your Maker. We won't be playing it until tomorrow. It releases in about 18 hours. Now, as you notice here, there's no pre-download. They haven't given us a chance to download it yet. They might be just doing that so that they're going to allow the download to happen when the game releases in 18 hours. And they might be doing that to throttle some of the amount of people just jumping into the game right off the bat. Because with pre-downloads, everybody has it, and then once the game releases, you got all these people hitting the play server, and maybe they're trying to reduce that. I mean, internet connections are pretty robust now. But what will happen is you'll have those people downloading the game, installing the game over probably 40 minutes to an hour, and then you'll have those people that downloaded it in 5 minutes or in the game, and then that allows for groups of people as they get the game and install it to then jump onto the server. So that might be what their approach is with this, is just to obviously downloading, they're going to have a mass amount of people trying to download off their download server, which shouldn't be a problem. Downloading files is not the issue. Once you've installed it and then connecting high volumes of people connecting to a play server, that's when some things can go kind of tricky. Now, I just got done playing Diablo 4, and the amount of people that hit that server just caused that server just to crash. There were these large queue lines. I mean, I don't see this game getting the volume of people Diablo got, but I still see that a lot of people have pre-purchased this game. People have reached out to me on my YouTube page and have told me that based on your videos, Tarkus, I bought the game. I'm ready to go. I want to play this game. I had one individual that was like, "This, if this game was free to play, Tarkus, I would be definitely in it. I'd buy some skins. I'd help support it with skins. But at $30, I'm just out." And I understand that too. And hopefully in the future it comes down in cost a little bit as they get their feet under them and start selling some of the custom cosmetics in the game. I think once a company feels comfortable that they've got a revenue stream coming from the game itself, that they could discount the actual core game, and it's within their it's within their best interest to do that at that point. Once they got a core in-game microtransaction cosmetic transaction system in the game, it's to their best advantage to get as many people into the game as possible to buy off that store. So I see this game being discounted. I don't know when, but I do see that happening. I ended up getting the deluxe package. I'll be happy with the deluxe package. I'm just gonna grab this here. I'm going to hit play. I'm going to mute it. I say I'm going to mute it. There we go. I'm just going to play this while I talk about the game a little bit. Now, if you're not familiar with the game itself has a rating mechanic. And what we're watching here is a gentleman who took on my bird cage. And we're watching it in the replay interface that's within the game. As a builder, I built this complex. So in the game, I can view people's efforts, what they did while they were within my sinister layer. And this Vilecore person is now entering it. Now, we'll watch some of the gameplay here. Now, everything you see here, I had to actually place. I actually had to put traps down. I put the mobs. You see the mobs attacking him from inside there. Those are placed within the building, and I custom placed everything you see here. So I built this entire thing, and what it is this person needs to get up to the prize, which is the Genmat, I guess, or Genmite. I might be pronouncing that wrong. And then you have to grab it, as this person's doing. And then you've got to get out of the sinister layer without getting killed. And then the raider gets rewarded. So you can play the raider in this game and just raid people's outposts, or you can be a builder, or you can be both. I like being a builder only because my Twitch gaming has suffered over the years from a motorcycle accident that I had. I got some frontal brain damage, so I'm not a fast Twitch player anymore. I used to be a good one. Rainbow Six Days, it used to dominate. Halo, dominate. Nowadays, I can't do that, but I can spend my time base building and doing that aspects of this game, and this and that's where I felt this game fell into that niche for me, is the building, the base building. And as you can see, that person did it. They kind of did a speed run, which is fine. I'm not against speed runs, and this is so that was really the video there. So, I mean, I would suggest, if you've got the $30, buy the game. Come and enjoy the game with us. I think you'll have a great old time, especially if you used to play Duke Nukem, because that's how I kind of look at this game, is like a hyped version of Duke Nukem, because when I build my bases, I try to build them with a lot of monster content. And I do trap placements, but a lot of monster content. I love the monsters in this game. I like modding them, mutating them, or whatever they call it in this game, and placing them, and then watching the video and see how well I did. Now, that's what's great about watching the video, is that you can then change your base around a little bit based on what the person did. Like that speedrunner did a speed run. And he got it through, but he at least died once in the effort, which is fine with me. So maybe I'll need to do something just to slow down the speed runner a little bit, or just leave it the way it is and just let people enjoy it. If you want to speed run it, speed run it. If you want to enjoy it, enjoy it. You know what I mean? That birdcage video that we just watched, that had like 1,800 kills in 4 days that I had it up. So it did a lot of damage to a lot of raiders. Now, the nice thing about the game mechanic is the raider aspect. You get rewarded for raiding even if you don't succeed. You get more rewards if you succeed, but you still get rewards if you don't succeed. So let's say you just give up after 5 kills, you still get rewarded. So doesn't the base builder get rewarded. So it's a balanced system about getting rewarded. Now, I do know that when you prestige your bases up to a certain level, then only running the base as a builder can be problematic, because your rewards from killing people might not be enough to get you to the next prestige level. So there's a couple things you can go about balancing that. Well, my main thing for me would be is just buy a different burial ground and just reconstruct the building again. So that, that's how my thinking was, is that if I get to if I've got the bird cage and I get it to prestige 5 and my amount of kills is not supplementing me enough income to knock it to the next prestige level, or maintain it, then what Tarkus will do is just go buy another burial ground and just reconstruct the entire building again in a new burial ground. Because at prestige level 1, then I can afford to do all the kills again. I'd call it the birdcage 2. I mean, that's one way of getting around it. I know people have been telling me, well, Tarkus, you're not going to get able to prestige past 5 if you don't do raiding. But I just explained to you audience why I don't do raiding. But that would be my workaround, is just reconstruct the entire building again on a new burial ground, because that's easy enough to do. I mean, I can't imagine why you wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, obviously, the placement of where the prize is going to be different, but I bet you can figure out how you make basically the same base again if you like the design, without having to, get it to prestige 5 and not be able to push it or recharge it. Because that's the thing with the bases, is once the gamma, I'm probably saying that wrong, and I'm sorry, guys, when it reaches 0, the burial ground becomes, or your outpost becomes depleted, and you need to prestige it up a level to recharge it so that people can run it again. But the thing about it is that recharge window, the next prestige window, is only good for 24 hours. So basically, if you're running your outpost from day 1 to day 6, you probably could do that comfortably by just killing the people in the base. But after day 6, once it wants to go to prestige level 6, you might not be able to afford to do that. And again, it all comes down to how you are as a player, how you get a way to supplement what you need to keep that base running. And I'm not sure. I think the prestige cap is 10 at this point. And I don't know how that plays in the rewards, but I don't think you get better rewards based on prestige values. So it's the same rewards and that's what makes it a little complicated getting it past, or getting the node to recharge past a certain prestige level. But again, Tarkus will just buy another burial ground at the cheap. I think the burial grounds, you can buy them real cheap and just spend the time rebuilding the structure again. You know, and hopefully that's a way to do it. Hopefully I didn't go too much of a rant there on how that all works. But I think if you like base building, you like raiding, and you like doing both of them, this is the game for you. It starts in 18 hours. I'm really excited for it. Again, I got the deluxe edition. It's not showing here that it says that I have this game in my library. So I'm hoping that it understands that it's the paid version of the game, not the beta version that I still have in my library. Because again, under the beta demo, that's where I got the 60.9 hours. And I last played on February 14th, so it's been a little while. All right, well, that's it, folks. I just wanted to do this pre-release video and get your eyes on it again. And hopefully you got the money to get into the game. And if you're on one of the on the fence still and you're just waiting for the future discount, I imagine that probably will happen a lot of times, especially Steam special weekends. You know, game designers decide, okay, during this special weekend, Easter weekend or whatever, we'll discount the game 10%, 20%, and that makes it more feasible for some folks who are on a fixed income or have low income. So, you know, I hope to see you there tomorrow. All right, or in 18 hours, right? Okay. Well, thank you for joining me. This has been the Tarkus Zone.